welcome everybody here to the Mobil1 Cup Series All-Star Race here in Season 8 as we get ready for 20 laps of racing here tonight. Seth Bull joined as always by Dillon Poteet.
I'm glad to be back again. We had a very clean truck race, and I don't know what to expect here in the Mobil1 Cup Series. It's going to be interesting, and I don't know what to expect. It should be fun to watch.
We got Daniel Day on the pole alongside of Bob Jones. This qualifying session took place and Daniel Day was the fastest on track. And so he will start at the front of what I believe is going to be a 22-car field. I may be wrong. It may actually be 23, but we'll find out in just a moment because we are going to quickly jump to our starting grid and then we'll be right back with opening remarks and the green flag. So don't go away.
Go!
So we're going to get ready to go green here. Cars currently on one of the straightaways here of this 5-mile Superspeedway. And we went caution-free, as Dillon said, in the Truck Series race here. It'll be interesting to see if these Mobil1 Cup Series cars will be able to keep it clean and green for these 20 laps. And if so, green flag pit stops could come into play. But Dillon, our picks in the Truck Series race actually survived. And so now let's see if we can maybe continue on the streak here in All-Star Race Weekend. Who are you looking at in this field?
It's going to be a toughie. I was picking between a couple of people, but I'm actually going to go. It was actually one of the Turner cars again. I'm keeping that streak going because I feel like one is going to win. I think James McLeod is going to win this race. I don't know why. I just feel like that he has this kind of swagger today to maybe win it today.
Well, McLeod ended up winning a restrictor plate track race at the start of the season at Daytona. I'm going to go with a driver that maybe you wouldn't think as much would end up winning at a track like this, but I'm going to go with the 81 of Lyndon Wright. Now, he is starting near the rear of the field, and that's the main reason I'm basically picking him, because I kind of think we got away with murder with no cautions in the Truck Series race. I think you're going to see a couple of yellow flags in this race, and if I'm a driver, I want to start near the rear of the field and make my way through that wreck. I think Lyndon Wright could be in a good spot here, and we saw a one-race deal winner in Prunes Littlejohn win the Truck Series race. I think that a one-race deal driver in Lyndon Wright could win tonight's event in the Mobil1 Cup Series All-Star Race.
Such bold pick.
Oh, yeah.
Mighty boldy. That's not a word. Oh.
No. Well, we ended up seeing in the Mobil Open, Pichu London pull off an amazing move on the apron of 1 and 2. That ended up getting him up to the front. He ended up making it into the All-Star race along with Carson Gum. And the fan vote winner, Jessica Shelton. We'll see how they do tonight as the pace car peels off. And we're ready to put him under the green flag. And I'm going to turn the mic over to Dillon Poteet to call this green.
Oh, boy. All right. Drivers, play nice. Coming to the line. Wait for the green flag. Red light. Nope, nope. No, wait. Green light. The green flag's out. Go racing. Boys and girls. Duh.
As Daniel Day is going to take the advantage probably on the inside line there with fellow Ford Mustang Jake Rogers. Actually, quite a few of the former winners this season on that inside line. Rogers winning at Rockingham, UK, McLeod winning at Daytona, and Collard winning at Coca-Cola.
Yeah, it's kind of ironic how they're all lined up nose to tail.
And they're going to start getting racy probably from just outside the top 5, already getting racy back there.
Yeah, right now they're safe. As soon as they go 4 wide, it's all downhill from there.
Bob Fergus, who ended up having a great run in the Truck Series All-Star race here last night. There he is, and right behind him, a couple of other drivers. I think that's the 24 of Schwallenberg, and the 6 there, Cody Lamas. And looks like they're going to stay just 3 wide at this point.
At least to the slab.
Yeah, oh, whoa. That was the LJ Mills moving Sean Galligan out of the way.
Like, sorry, I need to get past you.
Now, in the Truck Series race, we saw several times when they really should have wrecked, and they didn't. Here in the Mobil Cup Series race, this is the series, and these are the cars that, for the most part, race the cleanest. But we ended up having 2 wrecks happen in the Mobil Open, one on lap 1 and one on lap 9, so apparently these Mobil and Cup Series cars getting a little bit more of a reputation for mixing it up.
Yeah, I mean, I think they saw what happened and see what the boundaries and like the limits of how hard they could race without causing a wreck. Gave these guys an idea what to do, but doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work, but might as well try it.
Oh, I think they just tried 4 wide back there. Well, they were. Thought I saw Shelton moving 4 wide there. As up front, they remain calm at the current moment. Daniel Day, Bob Fergus, Cody Lamas, and there's George Roque, a one-race deal driver there in the 01. He's now up to 4th place. And we saw how much of an impact the one-race deal drivers made in the Oreo Truck Series All-Star race. You think we're going to see the same thing here tonight?
There's a good possibility of that. Like I said, they're hoping to stay probably clean and green, give them a fair chance to do it. And again, pit stops are really going to play crucial if it stays green. That's when it's really going to get crazy like it is right there.
I hate to cut you off, but they're going 4 wide.
Oh. It looks like they're not going to wreck.
Not this time anyway, but Pichu London is trying to find somewhere to get into. Oh, they're still 4 wide. They're gonna... Oh, no, they didn't.
Settled it out.
Wow. Is it just the fact that it's the All-Star race that these drivers are able to do it? Because they were wrecking like crazy in the open races.
I don't know. I'm just... Usually you think it'd be the opposite. All-Star race equals lots of wrecking, but I guess not.
So weird because
they're still challenging it. Ooh.
Yeah, they're trying to get 4 wide here, but I don't know. It's just a matter of time. You gotta think, but that's what we thought in the Truck Series race, and nothing happened. Whoa! Schwallenberg getting the apron as he tried going underneath Dylan Young.
No passing down there. That's bad.
No. Although we saw Charles Jackson hit the apron a couple of times, and he was able to hang on to it.
Swore he was gonna get hit in the fender and go head on the wall, but it didn't happen. I know Henley was somewhere crying that it didn't happen.
Oh, and they're starting to bunch up back here again. Is anybody gonna move 4 wide? This seems to be the... I've got the camera focused on this area because this seems to be the spot where they're really taking the risky moves. Schwallenberg peeking out of the line.
He's around Dylan Young. He's trying.
He wants by that Chick-fil-A Chevy.
He's trying to go under him. That's not the place to pass him, though.
Oh, and here comes your pick. James McLeod, 3 wide underneath of Tristan Folks and Daniel Day. How ironic. Daniel Day had 2 wins last season, came in that 22. Caught in a 3 wide situation with him.
The K car, I remember I used to drive you at one point.
Hey, look. It's the car that I picked, too. Our picks are running 1st and 2nd.
Oh, now he's passing me. I don't like this. No fair.
And here comes the driver started last, the fan vote winner, Jessica Shelton, coming up the inside line. I very much doubt that she's going to try and stretch fuel today. This is death. This has got to be death. There are almost 5 wide back here. Levi McIntyre, Dylan Young. Something's going to give.
Oh, they're going to start pinching. Oh, there's no way.
There's no way they're going to sell this one out. There can't be a possibility. Look at Galligan!
Galligan's on the apron!
What's he doing? He's pulling a P2 London from the Mobil Open!
Oh my goodness. Come on, they're 4x4 and they're not wrecking.
They're
How?
still keeping it together!
And now Galligan's gonna come out and go 5. Oh,
He's got to find a way up. They're not letting him in there because they're 4 wide above him.
I guess he's just gonna race on the apron.
What in the? He's just gonna run the apron. There they go!
Oh,
Oh, he got collected.
Oh, that's a huge crash.
Oh, LJ Mills,
And they're still wrecking.
McIntyre,
There was the wreck.
Schwallenberg, Galligan,
See Dillon Young.
Dillon Young, Bob Jones. There's the 77 of Carson Gum, and it happened.
For the first time this weekend, a wreck and a caution come out.
And what a heartbreak for Galligan. He was running valiantly on the apron, and he got taken out.
What an innocent victim. It's like, I'm just la 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 la. That's basically what happened. And our picks maker. They didn't do the wreck. Both of them.
Wow.
First caution of the weekend for the All-Star races.
It took us 8 seasons to get to an All-Star Race weekend where we actually made good picks.
Well, we still have to do half of this race and the Snickers race still. So we're
Don't
not
jinx it. I'm
yet.
trying to think positive.
It's hard to think positive whenever you know we're going to be wrong. I already know I'm still in trouble.
So
I think
Daniel
Galligan
Day is going to
out.
lead him to the caution. Looks like it's going to be, I think McLeod got second, LaPlante third, Foltz, Wolfgang Mason, Jessica Shelton, and Lyndon Wright. That, I believe, was the top 7. But tough break for a number of these drivers here. Bob Jones, Carson Gum, who raced his way in the Mobil Open. There's Dillon Young, LJ Mills. I believe that Levi McIntyre has taken his car already to the garage. Schwallenberg. Oh, nope, there's McIntyre.
That 60 car is crunched up a little bit on the back.
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised he's still on track, because that car really...
There's Galligan.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. If I remember correctly... Oh, they didn't. Okay.
They better not.
I was going to say, I do remember...
Oh, no, there they go.
In the Mobil Open and the Snickers Showdown and the Snickers Shootout, they all were backing up under caution. Looks like Galligan, McIntyre, and Schwallenberg might have, but not the other drivers that got through the wreck.
I believe another car got involved in the wreck that's up toward the front. I think they only have side damage. I believe the 99 got damage.
I saw that too.
The London, I think he got hit in the door, but he kept going. That might still affect him a lot. The aerodynamics on these plate tracks are crucial, and if you have any slight damage, it can kill your car. And
there you see it right there.
Yeah, that could be bad for that team. He raced his way in and stuff, and that's not very good right now.
Well,
actually, he's the open winner, I should say.
Yeah. More than likely, they'll be able to repair that car on pit road, because I'm pretty certain these drivers are going to pit this lap, but still, that's going to lose some track position, though.
Yeah, and there's going to be some slow cars probably in the back now, so that's going to be also crucial for that team.
So Daniel Day is the leader. These drivers are more than likely going to come to pit road. We're not going to cover the pit stops. Instead, we're going to, while they make those pit stops, jump back, take a look at a replay of what brought out the caution for the first time here in the Mobil Cup Series All-Star Race. So looking here from our trusty helicopter view, we're going to see if we can pinpoint just how this wreck started, and I think we're going to have to possibly watch the 24 and the 18, or is that the 18 on the inside there?
That might be the 15. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Right in front of the 24. I don't know. Can't tell.
And
I think the 54 is going to get hooked.
Yeah, I think you might be right. I think LJ Mills is going to come down, although...
Levi might get hit as well from the 30.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. He might get a tap.
No, there was first contact.
There was, yep. 18 gets into the 54.
Poor Galligan. Like, I'm just riding down here. Leave me alone.
And then watch Bob Jones, LJ Mills. They come back up. There's where Pete Lun's going to get his damage right there. The 15 into his driver's side door.
That was still a lot of damage.
That was.
LJ Mills goes hard in the wall. McIntyre backs in the wall.
And then Bob Jones comes back down across traffic again.
Right in front of Dillon Young, and that's a 77, I believe.
Yep.
Carson Gum, another one of the transfer from the Open. Wasn't a good day, or wasn't a good little spot right there for the transfer drivers.
No, you're right.
Jessica Shelton was the only one that got away from that was involved in that situation.
And you watch here, Schwallenberg actually, think, although he may end up coming meeting up with these guys. I was going to say he
Oh,
got...
he's gonna run out. He's running out of track. Oh!
And he's going to get the 77.
I think he was okay until he hit that car.
I think
And the 77
Galligan
might
could
be
actually be okay. I mean, I know he got that hit there in the passenger side, but he did not hit the inside wall.
Galligan and London are going to be basically in the same boat. They got some side damage, and it's really just going to depend on if they're going to be able to keep up the speed or not. I mean, I think it's doable to fix those cars, but again, the aerodynamics might have been affected by that.
Exactly,
So
especially a track here so aerodynamic where there's these long straightaways.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's our first caution of the day, and really not a lot of safe spots here. Cars going down the track, back up the track, and then back down the track again, and that puts us under the caution. Let's head back for the restart.
Duh.
As we get ready to go back to green flag racing, both Dillon and I were looking at the replay, didn't notice if possibly the top 4 didn't come to pit road or not. Jessica Shelton, Jake Cole, Charles Jackson, and Harrison Langford. That's the top 4 right now. And by the looks of the way the field is, they either went with strategy of maybe fuel only to get themselves to the front, or they didn't come to pit road at all, which doesn't seem likely because we know that the truck series, the fuel window was 6 to 7 laps.
They might have strategized, and I think Daniel Day had some problems on his pit stop as well. He was the leader, and he's back to 6th place now. 66 in place was 6, so that's kind of bad.
Yeah, that is.
That's a lot of 6s.
So McLeod's in 5th, 6th Daniel Day, as you said, LaPlante 7th, 8th Tristan Folks, Wolfgang Mason 9th, and Lyndon Wright completes the top 10 as we get ready to go back to green. And prepare yourself for a little bit of a shock, but we only had one driver retire from that race, and that was Bob Jones in the 15. Bob Jones taking quite a few hits there, too. He ended up getting hit by L.J. Mills. He then went up, got hit by Levi McIntyre, and then he came back down and got hit by Carson Gum and Dylan Young. That was enough to send his car to the garage.
Yeah, with a pinball right there in that situation, I believe.
Exactly.
And we're seeing some of these cars that stayed up, or I guess are up the front now. They're falling back. 16's already falling back. Harrison Langford now. Shelton's being overtaken by Jake Cole and Charles Jackson.
You got
it. If they didn't pit, they will probably pretty soon. We'll find out. But I'm pretty sure they did. There's no way they stayed out, like you said.
Yeah, I was gonna say if they did stay out, they're definitely gonna have to come to pit road this next lap. But if they don't, that's gonna tell you that they did come to pit road. Wolfgang Mason risking it. Whoa! They just made some contact. He and Tristan Folks.
Oh, they're gonna be 4 wide back there. My picks up top. Don't rack.
Oh, Wolfgang. Oh, Harrison Langford's in a bad spot here, side by side with his teammate Cody Lamas.
I think he was trying to drop to the back. And look at back there, the 60 car still up there. How is Levi McIntyre still up here?
I have no idea.
P2 London's still okay. He's apparently his damage didn't affect him. Don't see Galligan.
There's Galligan.
These guys might be a little bit affected. I think Galligan needs draft to help his car. If he loses it, he's done.
He could have actually been caught behind these guys, L.J. Mills and Dylan Young. I don't know.
There's a good possibility.
Oh, and Jake Rogers is coming to the pit road. Oh, some others are.
Oh, my goodness. They stayed. Are you kidding me?
Who else is coming? Oh, that's Jake Cole.
Oh, Jake Cole? I thought it was Shelton as well.
So if Jake Cole and Jake Rogers are coming to pit road right now...
Oh, boy.
I don't know. I mean, Rogers wasn't even up there at the front, so we know he couldn't have possibly stayed out because he didn't gain track position. Are these guys short pitting, planning on maybe this being their final pit stop? I don't know.
I don't know if they're going to be able to stretch it that far. We'll have to wait and see, but not quite sure about that one.
Yeah, I'm not really either. That was not at all what I was expecting.
After what we saw in the truck race, everything I thought of is just out the window because everybody did exactly opposite of what I said.
And you know the ironic thing I was noticing when they had that 4-wide situation going on, I had in the back of my mind, Wolfgang Mason is a former Mobil1 Cup Series All-Star Race winner. And he could become the very first 2-time Mobil1 Cup Series All-Star Race winner as he is up in this lead pack.
Yeah, he has an absolute chance to do it. But Ralph is nowhere to be found, which was a big reason he won that first one. So
exactly.
I don't know. That was another factor. Having somebody with you, especially that close to you, like personally, that helps a lot.
I believe that was back in season 6, possibly, if I remember correctly.
I believe so.
First and third place finish for the Mason brothers when Ralph pushed his brother Wolfgang to the win at M&M's.
Looks like Josh McCollard's going to help Lyndon right now slip by Cody Lamas, and they also are going to bring the 62 as well with them. That is Austin Plant?
Yeah, and we got more pit stops going on. Charles
He's
Jackson.
the other guy that didn't pit.
Well, yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, Langford and Jackson they didn't pit or whatever. They were friends, and Shelton's the only other one that we saw up there. I don't think she came down.
Nope, here she
oh,
comes.
No, she did. Oh,
I
she
think
ran out of gas again.
I think she ran out of gas again. Second straight night.
Wow. Are they putting holes in her gas tank?
I don't know, but that's
crazy.
That's completely uncanny.
Illuminati.
Oh my
Same guy
goodness.
runs out of gas twice. Oh.
So here's the thought now. We have run 11 laps. I think about 4 of them were under caution. So these drivers, just wondering, are they maybe banking on a late race caution? Because if they can conserve enough fuel like they did to make it 11 laps without having to make their first pit stop, if we get a late race caution like we've had happen quite a bit this weekend, you never...
Sorry to cut you off. Oh, they're about to go for what?
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting really close again.
George Roque almost hooked Wolfgang Mason in the left rear.
That was the definition of rim riding.
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're going to need a lot of help. Like we were bringing up about the fuel situation. They're going to need a lot of help again. Like I said, caution, big time help. I mean, I think they need another caution. I don't think they need one at the end. They're going to need one before that, definitely, because I don't think they're going to be able to do anything at this point. They're going to be having to pit regardless. Everybody's going to have to at least pit one more time.
And here comes James McLeod.
And he supposedly pitted. Maybe it was strategy, because we know he had to have pitted.
Well,
he was,
I don't, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say.
We may never know.
We don't have a clue what's going on, folks.
We had a blackout whenever we were doing this, and it was like derp.
We have no idea what is happening right now.
We don't know what these drivers are thinking.
No, we don't have any idea what they're thinking. We have no idea what the strategy is that they're working out with their crew chiefs. We have no idea what is going on. The only thing we know is that right now, when we hit the stripe, we're going to have a total of 8 laps to go. At least we know that.
Sure, we know.
Unless they throw in the random green-white checkered, which we don't have in these things.
Oh, man.
George Roque, though, leading the way right now. The Flex Seal 01. Cody Lamas right behind him. Then Wolfgang Mason. Got a couple of drivers up here who have been to victory lane already this season, have an opportunity to go back to victory lane. Wolfgang won back at Auto Club. You got the machine of Joshua Collard there at the tail end of this field. He ended up winning at Coca-Cola. And if I remember correctly, I think Collard's actually doing well in points, but I don't think Wolfgang's doing so well. He ended up having that win at Auto Club, but he's been struggling, and as we've said all weekend long, this is an analysis point, this is an assessment point when drivers try and use this race as a springboard to maybe get themselves into a good momentum streak for the second half of the season.
Yeah, I mean, All-Star race win always helps a lot, and Wolfgang knows how that feels, and he would like to do it again. Maybe it'll help his season turn it around, but again, I don't know how this will determine it, and I'll have to see if he can stay up there and run well. He's doing good right now, leading the way, and I think the only Dodge in the field again.
You are correct. That is the only Dodge. I think he's actually been the only Dodge representative in the All-Star race for the past 3 seasons.
The field of no Dodges.
Yeah. It's so sad.
Doge, why?
Right now,
this
though...
field really, they're kind of single file.
Yeah, this is rather interesting because we were talking about in the Truck Series race where the lead pack needed to run single file to keep themselves ahead. They didn't really heed that advice. They're kind of doing that here, though, in Mobil1 Cup Series All-Star race.
Yeah, I mean, the fields aren't that big at this point. They might as well do this now and just kind of ride it out until they have to make their pit stop. I don't know if they're going to get that caution out at this point because the field looks like it's separated a lot. And it might be going the rest of the way green, possibly, so we'll have to wait and see on that.
Well, here's the interesting thing, too, is we had drivers short pit. I'm almost wondering if maybe those like Rogers, Jackson, Shelton, I don't know if they're going to be able to make it the rest of the way, but the one driver I'm wondering about is James McLeod. He pitted back on lap 11, and we don't know for certain if indeed he did come to pit road under the caution flag. If he did, he may have gone with a gas and go to be able to gain track position. So can he make it the rest of the way is the question.
He doesn't. I don't know if he has help at this point right now. That's another thing we'll have to watch because we don't know where he is on the racetrack. But it looks like mainly all the leaders are coming in this time now with about 7 to go. Well,
Yeah, it'll be 7 to go and hit the stripe.
yeah.
And so this is going to be an interesting battle off pit road, too. Wolfgang Mason, this team's got to be picture perfect to get him off pit road first because we're not seeing a whole lot of passing going on here up at the front of the field.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of calmed down now. I think they realize it's going to just wait it out till the end, then they start racing it up.
And Wolfgang is going to get off pit road first. Cody Lamas comes out second. I think Lyndon Wright came out third. Then it's Daniel Day and Tristan Folks. And I think Pichu London may actually have come out here with an opportunity to catch up with this lead pack.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. And Wolfgang's way out there by himself. That's not going to be very good for him.
No, it's not, because you got those other drivers behind him that actually came off pit road in rather closer proximity with each other, so they'll be able to hook up quicker.
Yeah, if this is like maybe a lap to go, it'd be the best thing in the world. Or if you're on any other track but a plate track, you'd be loving this big lead. But since we're on a plate track and there's a few laps to go, not what Wolfgang wants to see.
Not at all. Is
That lonely feeling.
Well, look at the space he opened up, though, between himself and that battle for second. That
Your
is...
pick's still up there.
That's probably the biggest lead we've seen a driver have this entire race weekend.
That Dodge has a lot of power.
It does. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same Dodge you won the All-Star race with 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, they probably kept that same car. They probably polished it every night.
A little spit and polish.
Yeah, throw some Castro in that as well.
Yeah.
No, they used Shell.
No, that's Castrol colors on that car, so it had to be Castrol.
No, I was saying they put Shell in the car instead of Castrol.
Oh.
So all that reverse psychology crap.
So right now, Wolfgang Mason chasing history here, trying to become the very first double winner in the Mobil1 Cup Series All-Star race. We've never had that before, but he's going to have some company coming up here. Let's actually look and see. When they crossed the stripe coming off pit road, Cody Lamas was about a little over 2 seconds back. Let's see where they crossed this time. They've cut it down by just about 4/10.
That's actually not as much as I expected, but now they're racing side by side, so now that's what Wolfgang wants to see. But I'm saying there's a storm brewing behind those top 3, because I know that other pack's going to start lining up. They're going to start running them down more than likely.
There they are right there. Joshua Collard, Austin LaPlante, Daniel Day, and I think, yeah, George Roque and Tristan Folks are back here as well.
They've really separated, too. Like, beyond that, I mean, I don't know if anybody else is really close.
Let's look back here. There's Jake Cole. There's Harrison Langford, Jackson, and McLeod. We know they all came to pit road a lot earlier than these other drivers did. Galligan back here with, I believe that's Bob Fergus and Pichu London. These are drivers that were caught up in that first wreck. They still appear to be up to speed, but they may actually catch up. They may catch up to this pack right here, maybe.
They'll have to get a little bit faster, though. They're about 3 miles per hour, I think, off of what they were running, so I'll have to do that.
As now Collard heads this group, and, well...
They're still trying to catch Wolfgang. It's amazing how they haven't caught him.
They're starting to catch him, actually, now. They're starting to reel in that 82, but again, LaPlante, or not LaPlante, I'm sorry, that's Cody Lamas.
There's your fail for this race.
I'm sorry, I'm used to LaPlante driving that car.
I haven't been derping this season so far in the All-Star races.
No, you haven't. You're saving it all for the Snickers.
Snickers, I'll just go all over the place. It's like, oh, just mess up.
Yep. I won't give you a driver's list, and then we'll see what happens.
If you won like last season, I'll believe it. I probably would.
So now they've got the leader caught, to Cody Lamas and Lyndon Wright. So now it's a 3-car pack up here at the front, but now we're waiting on this other pack of cars. Collard, LaPlante, George Roque, and Daniel Day to see if they're going to catch up. We could end up having it be just 7 cars to finish out this race if, and I stress the if, we do not have another round of pit stops take place.
And I was talking about yesterday a teammate factor. There is a teammate factor in this little group. Collard and LaPlante are RCR cars. I don't know if that's going to play crucial at the end, but at least they know they have somebody they can work with probably at the end of this race. So that could be something we watch between these two cars right here.
It's a very good point that you make right there, and it's also interesting too just how those are the only two race-affiliated drivers in this event up in this lead pack, because you got the Dodge of Wolfgang Mason, that has no teammates up here. He's
just a loner.
You got the 66 out of, I believe that's out of Rusty Wallace Racing, and he has no teammates up here. The 01's all by his lonesome, and then Cody Lamas is the only Roush Fenway Racing car up here, along with Lyndon Wright, who is a lonely Toyota.
So going to play dividend. I mean, 62 doesn't look like he's trying to pass the 33. He's just hooked up to him, and that's probably a good sign for them. They want to try to at least get one of those in the victory lane, one of those cars.
And as you see up ahead of them, there's the Cody Lamas machine going underneath Lyndon Wright. So that's going to allow these drivers to maybe be able to try and catch up. I think these guys are going to catch him before this race is over. I think we're going to go from 3 to 7 cars in this lead pack in the battle for the win.
Well, Collar's going to hurry and get back behind his teammate. I think maybe they're swapping positions in line. Collar probably will try to drop down behind him. If there's enough gap, he can clear him.
Yeah, there's a lot of space he could get into in front of George Roque. Doesn't look like they even really need it, though. They're still running double wide, catching up here to those top three.
I don't think the 66 and 01 are going to wait for that 33 to get back in line. They're already racing up behind them. And they have caught that pack. They got Cody Lamas draft. They're there. This is a 7-car pack now for the win.
This is going to be interesting because still looming is the possibility these drivers may not be able to make it this entire rest of the way on fuel. If so, when are they going to try and make that pit stop? How far are they going to try and stretch it? Or are they going to be able to make it the entire way? That's the big question, is it could come down to a final pit stop.
Have any of these other drivers, have they been to pit road yet? That might give us a hint. I don't know if anybody else has went yet.
Let's take a look here. We'll jump to drivers that we know ended up staying out on that last run. There's Harrison Langford. He's 9th. McLeod is in... Well, actually, no. Langford's in 8th and McLeod is in 9th, so we know they haven't been to pit road yet. Looking further back here, there's Charles Jackson.
I think he just pitted. Him and Jake Cole, I think, both pitted.
I think you're right.
They were up there.
I think Shelton may have just pitted
There's
too.
Jake, yep.
And these drivers, I think, came in, what, 2 laps after those drivers did?
Yeah, it's going to be close.
It's going to be close.
Oh, boy.
Well, we know for certain that in the Truck Series race yesterday, I'm trying to remember who the driver was. There was one driver, it was Matthew Daly, actually, who stretched it an extra lap than everybody else in the field during the cycle of one of the green flag pit stops. There is the slight possibility that a driver could risk it, try and take the white flag, and try and coast it around on the final lap, but we got company up ahead.
77 slow. This could be bad right here. Oh, and they're going to catch him. I don't know who he... Oh.
They got to find a line or they're going to be able to split him. Split him.
They didn't do it quick enough.
No, Wolfgang didn't quite get up high enough. He's going to get slowed up a little. Well, he actually caught the tail end of the draft, though.
Yeah. I think LaPlante completely stuck behind the 77.
Yep, LaPlante's the one that's going to lose out on this, and now it turns it into a 6-car pack at the front.
Wolfgang still has to get back into the back, or get that draft at 33, or at least the 81. I mean, he really dodged a bullet right there. I thought he was done right there.
Yeah, you don't see him very often be able to get up on that high side and be able to stick with those drivers that are able to get by the slower cars on the low side. But this next time around, it's going to be 2 to go. They are not coming to pit road this time. I think they're going to try and risk it. I honestly think it would be wise strategy. I mean, why not?
Yeah, I mean, it's an all-star race. Why not go for it? There's nothing to lose. No points on the line. Go for it.
Exactly.
Everybody's here to win. And you know, I was thinking about the two. With LaPlante, he got caught up back there. That eliminates the teammate factor between him and Joshua Collard. So Collard's on his own now.
Good point. You got 6 drivers with no friends out there racing for this win.
It could become a manufacturer deal now, because now we have 2 Fords lined up at the front with Cody Lamas and Daniel Day, and then we have a couple Chevys as well with George Roque and Joshua Collard. We got a Dodge, and then
Here, let me throw another twist. Let me throw another twist in there. You got George Roque, Joshua Collard, and Wolfgang Mason, all Brits.
Oh, that could be a thing too.
3 Brits on 3 Americans.
the tables have been stacked.
Oh boy.
Against the Americans.
As Collard's gonna go to the point here, and you're looking at this shot right there. Those are the 6 they're basically gonna finish it out. I'm hoping they're not gonna come to pit road. I'm hoping they're gonna make it the rest of the way, because if it comes down to a pit stop and who's gonna get off pit road first, that's gonna be crazy.
And maybe somebody else might actually try to stretch it this further back if these guys can't make it.
I mean, why not?
Again, I don't see why they would pit. They have nothing to lose.
Out of this next turn is going to be the dotted yellow line that leads to pit road. Will any of these top 6 go to pit road if they cannot make it on fuel? Let's see. Nobody makes the indication. They're all going to try for it.
And Collard's actually kind of pulling away right now.
Yes, he has. And we saw this.
White flag.
We saw this before in the Truck Series race when Prunes Littlejohn got out to a lead. They started to race really hard for second. So Collard's hoping the history is going to repeat itself here, so he can stay out in front and win this thing.
Yeah, but those guys, when they're driving to the back now, they're going to get a heck of a run. Look at those Fords, the 6 and the 66. They're going to have a heck of a run by the time they get back to the start-finish line, I believe. Ooh, Lyndon Wright tried to squeeze down in front of Daniel Day back there.
And here's the good thing for Wolfgang Mason. I don't think that Cody Lamas is quite close enough to make a move on him for second, and he's pulling right up to the back bumper of Collard. Will he make a move here on this straightaway?
Trying to make history again.
Here he comes!
Here he goes. And Lamas stays with Collard.
This is interesting.
He doesn't have help.
Oh, we got Jake Rogers and then somebody else up ahead.
They might not.
Shelton.
I don't think they're going to be too slow. They might actually be okay.
This is going to be interesting.
Got help from Lamas and got back out in front of Wolfgang Mason.
And now Wolfgang Mason's got help from Lyndon Wright. Oh man, Collard's got to hope he catches Jessica Shelton and Jake Rogers at the right time, because I think he is going to catch him.
Well, if Collard hangs on to win this race, he better thank Cody Lamas. Lamas basically just gave up the win for himself right there to help Collard get back in front of that 82 right there.
You're absolutely right. Oh, here comes Wolfgang, though. He's caught the tail draft off the 33.
Collard better make that 33 car long and wide right there.
Here we go, coming down into the final stretch. Will Wolfgang make a move?
He's there, but Collard's blocking the bottom.
Oh, Wolfgang peeking!
Not going to do it.
No drafting help. Collard's going to hang on, and he's going to win the Mobil1 Cup Series All-Star race of Season 8.
Yeah.
You got to give Wolfgang credit. He had no friends on that inside line when he made the move before. Cody Lamas did not go with him. He still stuck it down there. Tried to do it by himself, but just ran out of time.
Wolfgang's going to have to wait another year or another season to try to get that second All-Star win. He was so close. He probably not going to be happy Cody Lamas, but Lamas definitely, I think, was the deciding factor there for Collard. He was going to be stranded on the outside line. Lamas had to make a decision who to go with. He went with Collard, helped him get back in front of Wolfgang, and that was all she wrote.
And Joshua Collard, 2 for 4 as far as wins in restrictor plate starts this season. I don't remember how he fared at Daytona or Talladega, but he won Coca-Cola, and now he wins here tonight at FTF Superspeedway, making quite a name for himself as a restrictor plate driver now is Joshua.
Yeah, he's finding some luck. He's getting the Tony Stewart luck in that 33 car like Tony used to do at Daytona.
Absolutely.
In the Nationwide Series. It's the magic of that car.
So Joshua Collard maybe making a statement for himself to maybe find himself in the Mobil1 Cup Series chase for the championship here this season. As we're waiting for the standings to become official. I think we're still waiting for Jessica Shelton and Jake Rogers to cross the line. They were just ahead of the leaders when they took the checkered flag, so we're still waiting for them to come around.
But it's basically a foregone conclusion.
Basically, yep. And how about a couple of these? How about a couple of the drivers? I just noticed Sean Galligan battled back for a 10th place finish. Pichu Lund and Bob Fergus, we know they were involved. They got 11th and 12th, and a couple of other drivers who tried using some pit strategy to get themselves up near the front. It kind of helped them too. James McLeod, we know he did a little bit of short pitting. He got 8th place, and a couple of drivers though that it didn't work out for. Jake Cole, Charles Jackson, Jessica Shelton.
Yeah, we saw them. They had, I guess they had to pit one more time. They pitted too early and they just couldn't make it again. They kind of bit themselves on the strategy this time, but all they can say about it, and unfortunately, that just didn't work out for him today.
So this race is in the books. The Brits go 1-2 here in the Mobil1 Cup Series All-Star race. And we are now getting ready for the big one, the largest of this season, the largest All-Star race field. The Snickers Cup Series All-Star race is going to be the final All-Star race weekend event here. And of course, Dillon will be joining me for that. And if the truck, if the Truck Series and Mobil Cup Series races were any indication, we're in for a wild one when we have the Snickers Cup Series All-Star race.
We are for sure. Should be fun to watch.
Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this evening's event. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the crew today. Also be sure to subscribe to Dillon's channel if you want to. You don't have to, but I'll put the link to his channel in the description anyways, just because I'm that nice a guy.
The race to 600 subscribers is on.
And yeah, also, I don't know if you guys heard the announcement, but if I get 1,000 subscribers, I will get a Facebook account. Yeah. So anyway, we will see you guys next time as we continue on All-Star Race Weekend here on the Straight Sports Channel, offline racing at its best, and we cannot end an All-Star Race without another random quote from Dillon, hopefully this time not having to do with a sock.
Yeah. Well, I ate some pizza rolls, they were hot, and then I ran out of water. The end. Bye!